Hello learner. In this video tutorial, we'll learn about the break statement which is used in the for loop or while loop, basically into your C programming loop statements, and then we'll go for an example using the break statement to determine a number is a prime number or not. So let's take a look at the break statement first. So, we come across with a situation where we want to jump out of the loop instantly, without waiting to get back to the conditional test and then do the test and make the conditional test fail or false. What happens in that case is basically we use break statement. So, break is a keyword which is a reserved word in C compiler that allows us to do this. Okay, so what happens when the compiler comes across the break statement? So instead of evaluating anything else, it comes out of the loop immediately. Okay, so let's take a look at the break statement using the example of prime number. So in this example, what we are trying to do is we are asking the user to enter a number, and then we are printing whether the number is a prime number or not. So we know the logic of a prime number is if the number is divisible by 1 and itself, then that's a prime number. For an example, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number, 11 is a prime number. But 9 is not a prime number because it is divisible by 1, 3. So it is breaking the condition that a number to be prime has to be divisible by 1 and itself. So for an example, 10 is not a prime number because 10 is divisible by 2, 10 is divisible by 5, 12 is not also a prime number, but 17 is a prime number, 19 is a prime number because 19 is only divisible by 1 and 19. 17 is only divisible by 1 and 17. So let's run this program first, and then after that, we'll explain what is going on and what this break statement is doing into this particular program. Okay, so let's build it and let's run it. So enter an integer number. Let's say, let me enter 13. Okay, the unlucky 13. So 13 is a prime number. So it is printed correctly. Our program is working expectedly. So now let's enter 19. 19 is a prime number too. Okay, so now we'll put something like 15. Okay, so 15 is not a prime number. So that is what is printed over here. So our program is working as expected. But let's take a look what this program is actually doing. What is happening over here is we are declaring two variables. One is our number, correct, and one is our I variable, which is basically our loop counter here in this example. So when the value of number was 13, what is happening is we are actually trying to divide the 13 from 2 to num minus 1, which is 12. So if the number is divisible from 2 to 12, that means the number is not a prime number, right? That is what we know. So in this case, what is happening is, so from 2 to num minus 1, this is the time the loop will continue, and if the number mod I equals to 0, so then we know that the number is divisible by I, the value of I. Okay, so which is that we will print at the time the number is not a prime number, and then this break statement will bring our execution out of the while loop. So this is our while loop body of the loop. So it will bring outside of this while loop, and then we are testing one condition that if I is equal to num, then we are printing the is a prime number. Okay, so what this particular condition means is after the full iteration, if for all the numbers of I it is not divisible by I, so that means your I is equal to number will be satisfied or true, and in that case we'll be printing it's a prime number. Okay, so let's take a look what is happening for when the number is 13. So I is initially 2. Okay, so 13 mod 2 equals to 0, this is false, so it will not go inside this if loop. So I will be plus plus, so instead of 2 it will be 3 now. So again it will come to this condition, I is less than num equal to num minus 1. So basically this condition is true, and then it will come inside, and then it will try to test this condition, which will be false again. So it will come out, and then it will continue, come out and then again continue, it will come out and then again it will continue the while loop. Okay, so it will not go inside this if loop, because 13 is a prime number, we know. So from 2 to 12 this condition will continue, and then I plus plus will make the value of I as 13. So it continued, and then it make it 13. So 13 less than equal to num minus 1 is false, so it will come out of the loop, and I is 13 and num is 13, so 13 equals to 13. So that is why this printf will get executed, and it will show me that 13 is a prime number. Okay, now let's take a look what is happening when we have entered a prime number, sorry, not a prime number. So let's take a look at 6. Okay, so I is basically 2. When I is 2, what is happening over here is this condition is true, the while condition is true, so it is going inside, and this num mod 2, which is 6 mod 2 is equal to 0, this is true. So again it is going inside, and it is printing that it is not a prime number. And then from this break, what is happening over here is it is coming outside of the loop. So it is not continuing the loop anymore. So it is coming out of the loop directly, and of course now the value of I is 2 and num is 6, so they are not equal. So that is why it is not going inside the if, it is not going, and your program ends. So that is why this particular statement gets printed, that is 6 is not a prime number. So this is the uses of break over here. So break, once we know that that the number is not a prime number, so there is no point of continuing this while loop. That is why this break is bringing the execution of the statements out of the loop, which is the out of the while body here. So breaks brings the control out of the loop. That is the objective of this video tutorial, to demonstrate you. Thank you for watching this video tutorial.